Happy Superstar Saturday to all. Hopefully everyone's enjoying their weekend. My name is Crypto Million. Every day I talk about crypto. Make sure that you guys like and subscribe. Now the market is looking really good today, right? Bitcoin is trading above 120,000, and I think that this is an important and psychological number for the market. It's important to note that we do need the total 3 to close above this white line. I think this is going to be also good next week because we are above our orange line on the ultimate RSI. But just for total confidence of traders in the market, us closing above this orange line is actually bullish because we actually haven't had a close on a total 3 weekly chart above this white line, which would put the total 3 in price discovery. Now, Bitcoin is also very, 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 very important as well. As you can see here, as I reload my page, I want to bring up the Bitcoin charts for you guys. And you can see right here that Bitcoin is trying to creep back above that orange line on the ultimate RSI, right? We've been talking about this for months now. It's been very efficient and very consistent. Again, this is the weekly time frame. We want this Bitcoin price to close above this orange line tomorrow, right? Tomorrow is Sunday. So these weekly closes are very important because it sets us up for the bullish trend to continue going into next week. I wouldn't worry about the Bitcoin dominance. You know what I mean? Yes, it's going up, but we need more liquidity to flow into Bitcoin. At the time of this video, the global M2 is pretty much exploding, and a lot of people are anticipating that we can have a bullish Q4 just based off seasonality. On top of that, we got 25 days into the FOMC meeting, which is pricing in a 96% chance of an ease. Now, the chance of no change has been rising as of late, right? But we don't know what the data is because we can't get any data because the government has been shut down. So I don't know if this is bullish or bearish, guys. You let me know inside the comments. Make sure that you interact with the video. Now let's talk about what to expect going into this week, because we had some bullish news. We have Stake and Shake here revealing that their sales went up 11% after accepting Bitcoin payments. You're seeing adoption literally everywhere. 750 billion Walmart explores using crypto stablecoins for payments. Bitcoin payments, by the way. Walmart selling Bitcoin is absolutely insane. And BlackRock continues to add BTC and ETH, right? And I've talked about how this rally has been more so pushed by institutions. We really still haven't seen anybody in altcoins or even cryptocurrency. I can actually change this to crypto for you guys so you can see that crypto interest from a retail perspective still hasn't caught up with the price. And this is why I also believe there is a huge chance that we have a very bullish Q4. Now, crypto macro update for this week. Some of the top crypto headlines you can see here: Bitcoin near all-time highs. A lot of people are starting to stamp the October rally. SEC ETF approval, 16 applications pending this month. New rules could accelerate Solana and XRP ETF approvals. Potential Solana staking ETF green light mid-month. We do have the FTX distribution, $1.6 billion distributed to creditors this week, potentially injecting fresh liquidity into the markets, and a few upgrades and even unlocks. So if you're holding stuff like SUI, IGEN, you will, have some unlocks there, over $200 million in selling pressure for unlocks. So just keep that in mind for the people that's over there holding those tokens. These are some of the key events happening this week. I think the main event probably will be the Fed minutes, just to see what Jay Powell body language and how his demeanor will be upon the government shutdown, and how he plans on viewing the data, right? The U.S. shutdown crisis is costing 7 to 15 billion per week in GDP losses. Key data releases delayed, including non-farm payrolls forcing markets to rely on private sources. So this is going to be interesting in whether this causes a bullish outcome or a bearish outcome. Again, let me know in the comments. We're still seeing recession signals, consumer confidence below key thresholds, conference board expectations index hitting lows. That's historically signals downturns. President Trump even talked about potentially printing out those stimulus, right? $1,000 to $2,000 for tax-paying citizens using tariff money. That should also be interesting. So guys, pay attention to the Fed minutes. I think that's going to be the huge, nothing burger this week that could cause volatility. The bullish case here is BTC holding above 120 and staying as that safe haven narrative. ETF approvals coming, 300 billion in stablecoins ready to deploy October seasonality, Q4 seasonality. Some bearish risk here are 200 million in token unlocks on the table. Recession indicators flashing, government shutdown uncertainty, and the fear and greed of the entire market, not just crypto, so macro. Yeah, so we'll continue to monitor these things. Again, when we looked at our bull market peak indicators, it's telling us the 100% hold. So guys, I know this is going to take some patience. I know everybody is ready for altcoin season and everything, but we still have work to do. And at the end of the day, we still are in QT. So just keep that in mind. But it's still early, right? It may be the fourth quarter, but we got a whole fourth quarter ahead of us. It's still early in the fourth quarter. Maybe in the third quarter, right? We in the third quarter, right? Maybe we at halftime waiting on third and fourth to start. Anyways, let me know where we are in the cryptocurrency market. Bitcoin needs to print above that orange line for me to stay bullish on a potential continuation. And I don't mind liquidity going to Bitcoin because I know that liquidity will eventually flow into our altcoins. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think. It's your boy Crypto Millie. I'll see you in the next one.